With a special focus of always providing city legislation which improves the lives of his constituents, Councilman Constantinides will be introducing a bill that would ease property tax management. Mr. Constantinides made the announcement on October 30th during a street press conference in Astoria, Queens. The press conference was also attended and addressed by Assemblymember Aravella Simotas and local community leaders. Referring to the bill, Councilmember Constantinides explained that it will create a secure online portal for homeowners and other property owners to pay their taxes, directly submit questions to the Department of Finance, and also view their records. Furthermore, they will be able to access specific information regarding their properties, as well as applications for exemptions for those who qualify. The website will be updated daily. Costa, congratulations. You continue to make lives easier for your constituents. Tell me more about this bill and how fast it will be implemented.
This bill will make it easier for homeowners to interact with the Department of Finance. What happens is when you get your taxes, you find out through the mail, which can be a little slow.
Yeah.
You're finding out about exemptions through the mail. If you find out if all of your paperwork is in, you find out through the mail. This is not the way things are done in the 21st century. We want to build a secure website that will be quick, that will let people know about exemptions, know what their property taxes are, know that what resources are available to them, and ensure that we're able to get this information quickly. We're hoping to move this bill. We're introducing it now, and I look forward to having my colleagues' support to get it done.
And hopefully the website will be working, because sometimes we do have issues with the city website.
Well, we want to make sure that we've built a secure site, that we ensure that homeowners can deal with it quickly. That you can get the information that you need, and knowledge is power, and the quicker you have the information that you need, the better. So we want to make sure with this legislation that we make the property taxes easier to understand and easier to interact with our city, because we work for the people. That's not the other way around.
And speaking of property taxes, just got my bill. They keep going up. Why?
We haven't raised the percentage. The assessments continue to go up.
Yes,
that's the biggest challenge that we have here in Astoria, is that we're a growing neighborhood, and with that growth comes these assessments that change. We're looking for every way to, we've expanded SCREE, senior citizen exemptions. We are looking to, this year we passed exemptions for veterans. And we're going to continue to look for ways to make it easier for homeowners to stay in their homes and ensure that they are not priced out of the city.
What else you can share with us? Anything else you're working on? I'm sure you're working on a lot of other things.
Yes. We're right in the middle of our participatory budgeting cycle. So if anyone still has any ideas, they can reach out to our office. We are introduce bills in relation to the wind power, and making it easier for homeowners to choose renewable energy.
Okay, that's good.
Not making a special permit, reinventing the wheel every time. And lastly, last week we were able to have a commitment from the Department of Education that they will remove the modular unit, the transportable unit at PS2.
Finally.
After 20 plus years, they'll finally build an addition onto the building and make sure that our kids have a secure and inside place to learn. So now we've seen the trailers removed at PS 151, PS 70, and the modular unit removed at PS 2. So we're excited about that.
Thank you, Costa. Keep up the good work, and we'll continue following in your footsteps, covering whatever good things you do for the community.
Elena, thank you for having me on as always, and keep up the great work that you're doing.
We're talking taxes today, managing our taxes.
Yes, I think that Councilmember Constantinides is doing a great job introducing this bill. As a homeowner myself, I know the issue he is trying to address. There are so many homeowners that complain on a regular basis that they don't receive their tax bills. And then they have to go down to the Department of Finance. They have to take a day off and try to go fight the penalties that they've been assessed because they didn't receive the bill to pay. This is a common sense solution that will bring our government to the 21st century. It will also make sure that government's efficient, and I really think that it's a common sense measure that should have been implemented a long time ago. It took Costa to get to the council to introduce it because he really is the eyes and ears of the residents who live here.
But let me ask you a question. If the government does not send the bill on time, why should the customer be inclined to pay the penalties?
Well, this is the issue, and it's a legal issue. It is considered received the minute the city dispatches it in the mail. That is a legal principle. So if they sent it out on the 5th and your bill is due on the 25th and you don't receive it until the next month or you don't receive it at all, it's not their problem. It's considered sent the minute they dispatch it in the mail. And you know, the city has a system in place that keeps track of this. Now, if there are changes with the post office, if it gets lost, that they don't account for that. You will have to, as a homeowner and somebody who has a new penalty assessed on them, you'll have to take the day off from work or take a day off from your family, go down to downtown to Manhattan in order to fight that penalty. Why should we do that? Shouldn't you have the ability to check what the status of your bill is and the status of payment? So you'll make sure if you sent it by mail and they haven't received it yet and the due date's coming up, you should call and maybe take measures to make sure that you don't get assessed a penalty. Again, this is a common sense measure that should have been implemented a long time ago. Most people have computers nowadays. They use the internet. As long as the Department of Finance's website is user-friendly and not bureaucratic, I think this will go a long way to making sure that government serves the people and not the other way around.
Now, I would like you to share with us what you're working on in Albany.
I am continuing my work on making sure that our families are taken care of and that women are taken care of in this great state. A bill that I'm going to be focusing on intently this year is to make sure that all families get access to high-end fertility treatments. The state allows for it, but unfortunately, private insurances do not mandate it. And nowadays, there is about 3 out of 10 couples who have difficulties conceiving children. They shouldn't have to go bankrupt in order to have the family that they want and that they deserve.
Hi, Marie. I would like your thoughts about this new bill being introduced by Constantinides. It's going to help homeowners track down their taxes and all that.
I certainly think it's going to make it a lot easier for them. As the councilman said, now we have to wait to get a notice in the mail regarding our exemptions, even our taxes. This will make it easier to a one-stop shop to go on the website, pay your bills, check on your exemptions, and if you have any questions, you can actually ask a question, I understand, on the new website, and that to me is the greatest thing about the new website, that you can ask a question and get a response.
And can you tell us a little bit about your coalition?
Central Astoria works to keep Astoria the wonderful neighborhood that it is by representing property owners, tenants, the businesses on the local strips, and providing cultural programming in Astoria Park.
Thank you. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.